Hello, welcome to NX tutorial. This video tutorial will explain step by step how to create cavity and core using NX Mold Wizard. The view below is the part, a battery case for handrail, and we will create both cavity and core for plastic injection molding process. Let's take a look. This is the result, a core and a cavity. For the tutorial goal, in this example, we will learn what is the mandatory step to create cavity and core, how to determine where is parting surface and parting lines, what we should do if found similar complex geometry, how to create curve and surfaces for additional patch surface, how to check every new geometry or new assignment in NX Mold Wizard, and finally how to use other tools prior to insert mold-based library. In this example, we will study how to create the cavity and core using NX Mold Wizard. So this is the part. Now activate Mold Wizard. The first thing to do is to initialize project. Notice in here we have an alert. It said project name is not valid. It's because we have a spacing in here. Make sure you don't have any spacing on the name. For the material, for example in here, I'm going to select ABS. This configuration, project unit in millimeters, and make sure to activate the checkbox rename components. Click OK. Notice in here, in this example, we have battery housing top is the main part in the assembly tree for the Mold Wizard. It has a 0 to 5, so it means that we should rename this component. Rename it with 0, 0, 0. So in order to do that, change this one, press enter, and then set all names. Now the name is changes, battery housing top 00. So make sure each time you in Mold Wizard, the battery housing top or the top part in the assembly is 000, and then click OK. Next, we will configure the mold coordinate system. In here we select product body center, so it will be automatically placed in the center of this product body, and we lock the Z position. Double click on the coordinate system, use point on face, click on the surface, so the coordinate system is attached on this surface. Then click OK. When we click apply, the position X coordinate system and Y coordinate system will be changed, but the Z coordinate system will not be changed because we already locked the Z position. And also notice the positive Z axis direction should be pointing to the sprue on the plastic injection molding machine. Okay, then next we go to workpiece. In here we using the method product workpiece. Workpiece method is user defined block, so in here NX will be automatically detect the product geometry or the product shape, and it will make a suggestion. The shape is box, and here we can adjust, for example, just the value. Okay, and then we click OK. Now we have the workpiece geometry. Next we are going to check region. Notice in here we have a parting navigator, so this is an important window, so we can show or hide the product body and the workpiece wireframe, and then later when we create a parting surface, a patch surface, all available in here. Let's hide this one. Now in the calculate, we select reset all. It means that all the previous calculation on check region will be deleted and we start fresh calculation. Click calculate, go to face tab. As you can see in here, we are using draft angle limit. Okay. Notice also the draw direction is in positive z-axis direction. In here we have draft angle 3. It means it will be measured according this draft angle. So for example, the positive draft angle, this one is more than 3 and less than 3. Later it will be assigned as the cavity, and we have the negative on the below. In here it will be assigned as the core. Meanwhile, we have also the vertical in this one, and we also have cost over faces, this one. What is cost over faces? Cost over faces, it means that the software cannot determine whether it's gonna be a core or be a cavity. So it means that it has a negative, 0, and also a positive. Why? It's because in here we have a semi-circular shape like this one. Okay, let me show you. If I use edit section, in here we have semi-circular. This is what we call a cost over face. Now in here also, if we go to region, we have undefined region is 3. Undefined region is 3, and cost over faces is 1. So first thing we must do is to make cost over region faces become 0. We can use split face to split this cost over faces using isocline, select face, okay, and it will be split in the middle. Click OK. Now let's do again check region. Reset all with the same specified draw a direction as previous, and then click calculate. Go to face. As you can see in here, we don't have any cost over faces. It's 0. The others still same. For example, the vertical is still the same. Now it means that the cost over faces, a half of it will become the cavity, the other half become core. Let's go to region. Let's set region to color. Now you can see in here, a half become a cavity, another half become a core. So you can see the transition between cavity and core is the parting surface. So when you design later the cavity and core, this will be set as the parting surface. Okay. Now in here we still have undefined region. We can see by using transcluency. Now in here, click for example also for the core region, transcluency. As you can see in here, now we can see where the undefined region is. Select the region faces to, and then assign it as a cavity region. Click apply. Now you can see undefined region become a 0. So in order to create the cavity and core in NX Mold Wizard, this is must, undefined region must 0. So the only left behind only cavity region and the core region. If you still have undefined region, you will be fail creating the cavity and core in NX Mold Wizard. So after we done, we click OK. Next, we create a patch surface. So this patch surface will make additional surface to close the hole or to close the gap between the cavity and the core. If I click a body and then I click this body, NX automatically detect there is a loop that should be closed. For example, this loop, and also this loop, and this. Let's see the result. If I click OK, then it will create a patch surface with this color. Click OK. Notice now we have a new surface as a patch surface. To see the more detail where NX already create patch surface, we can use Pathing Navigator. We hide the product body, the workpiece wireframe. Now we have patch surface displayed on it. This is the new patch surface created before using patch surface tool. Now go back again to product body. Next, we will create additional patch surface in here and in here using edit pathing and patch surface. Since we don't yet have any surface in here, we can use NX modeling. For example, in here we must create a bridge curve. We will create a curve between this part, between this edge to this edge. Okay. Since the pathing surface will be lie on this surface, so we need to create new curve in here. It should not be here. It should here. Okay. We click OK, and then we go to surface. Okay, you can use sweep for a section. Select this as a single curve, this one. Okay, and then add new set. Select this curve. Make sure you have same arrow direction, otherwise it's gonna be twisted. For the guide, use also same single curve. Select this as a first guide. Click add new set. Select this one as the second guide, and you can see in here I activate reserve shape. If I deactivate it, you can see it will not appear, so it acts as like a single surface. But if I preserve shape, so it seems that it created by two surfaces. Then click OK. Now after we create this surface, we go to Mold Wizard, and then using edit pathing and patch surface, okay, we add the patching surface. We have now 9. If we add this one, now we have 10. Click OK. Let's check in here in Pathing Navigator. Now this is the new additional patching surface. Okay, and then same like the other half. First we create the curve using bridge curve. First is select this curve. Second, I select this curve. Make sure you have a tangent method in here. Start 1 and 1, and also you can click OK. Then go to surface. You create swept surface. For the section, select this one and this one. Click add new set. Click this one and this one. Make sure you have the same arrow direction. For the guides, click the surface, add new set, click the surface, and make sure you activate preserve shape. Click OK, and then go to mode wizard. Go to this one, edit pathing and patch surface. We add this one as the number 11 patch surface. Now if we have 11, click OK. Let's check again. In patch surface, we have now 11 patching surface. Now after this, the next thing we should do is to create this one, define region. Is to create cavity region and the core region. Now in here we already have a green check mark, undefined faces 0. Now in cavity region and core region, it should also have green check mark. How to do that? We click this one, create region and create pathing lines, and then you click apply. Now undefined region, cavity region and core region all have green check mark. So it means that it's good to go to another step. The next step is to create this one, design a pathing surface. Now in design a pathing surface, show the workpiece wireframe. So we can see from the preview, the surface created is cutting the workpiece wireframe. It should cutting workpiece wireframe. Okay, in the segment 1, click apply. Now in the segment 2 also, if you can see in here, it cut the workpiece, so it means we click apply. Now we have two segments, segment 1 and the segment 2 all have a green check mark. In here, if you click the pathing surface, now we have two pathing surface. Okay, we need more additional pathing surface in here. So what we need to do now is to create additional curve and then fill it with surface. Go to curve, use bridge curve, click this curve, and then click this curve. We have the new curve. Go to surface. We can use n-sided surface. Make sure it's trim. Select curve. Use single curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, and make sure you activate trim to boundary. And for G1 tangent, enter the tolerance 0.01, and then you can click OK. Also same for the other half. Create bridge curve, select curve, select the other curve. We have now a new curve in here, and then we fill it using n-sided surface. Okay, select curve 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure the tolerance set becomes 0.01, and then click OK. Now in here, in pathing navigator, for example, if I hide the pathing surface, you can see this is not yet defined as a pathing surface. So in order to define it as new pathing surface or additional pathing surface, then what you need to do is go to surface and use cell with the same tolerance 0.01. Click this one, and also this one. Now it's sew together. If I show this one, for example, I hide parting surface and I show again, so it means this already become one integrated parting surface. Now let's go back to Mold Wizard. After this done, we are ready to define cavity and core. Click apply. Now we create the cavity. NX will show the preview. Is this the cavity what we want? If yes, and then you click OK. Become a green mark, a check mark. And then for the core itself, if you click apply, is this the core we want? If yes, then we can click OK. Now we have both cavity and core in the green check mark. So it means we now have two geometry, cavity and a core. And then click cancel this one. Now let's go back again to main assembly, battery housing top 000. Activate this one. You can check, do we have cavity and core by using this view manager. Okay, go to this core cavity region, right click and isolate, expand, hide this. If we hide the core, we have the cavity product. If we hide the cavity, then we have the core. Okay, so that's how to create cavity and core in NX Mold Wizard. After you mastering how to create the cavity and core, the next step is to create this one, mold base library. But before you continue to mold base library, please remember, creating cavity and core is the essential part of the NX Mold Wizard. It means that you have to mastering it first, then you can continue to NX Mold Wizard and insert, for example, design ejector pin, for example, slider and lifter, and so on. So, to make a good practice, first thing you should mastering is create cavity and core for a variety of complex product shape. Thank you for watching.